What is going on, guys? Time for another setup video. How long has it been? It's been 15 months since I set up my last skateboard. Today we are going to be riding a Revive. Let's take a look at how beat up my other skateboard is. Take a look at the chips on the front here, the sunspots, scratching off the old logo down there because I actually ride the skateboard on some curbs, on some ramps, on some skate parks, but I think the reason it lasted 15 months is because I only skate once a week. I remember back in the day, my skateboard would only last about 1 or 2 months, and that was even if I was trying to be gentle. So today, we're setting up a brand new skateboard, and I'll be answering your guys' questions off Instagram. So let's check out our very first question from Sully Waldrop. What does skateboarding mean to you? This kind of feels like a political question. And on that note, I am getting freaking sick of politics every time I turn on the TV. We do occasionally talk about politics on my Twitch channel. By the way, I stream on Twitch 5 days a week, twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle, and I don't mind talking about it with other people, but for me to just turn on the TV and all I get every day is you should vote for this, you should vote for that, this guy did this guy did that. Man, I only have satellite TV, so I got rid of cable because I wasn't watching it that much and it was really expensive. And holy shit, these satellite channels are like 99% politics. Anyways, what does skateboarding mean to me? Honestly, I don't have some deep-rooted connection to skateboarding. To be honest, when I started at age 14, I was kind of just trying to fit in at school. I saw some other guys skateboarding, and I was at a new school, so I didn't have very many friends, and I was like, hey, I have a skateboard. Maybe if I got good at this activity, I would make some friends faster. So that's how it was initially introduced to me. But I think having been on the skateboard for so long, there must be some reason I'm still doing it. And for me, I'm kind of a creature of habit. I just want to keep doing this thing that makes me happy. I sometimes worry about what's gonna happen when I inevitably tear my ACL or have a bad foot injury and how depressed I'm going to be. But I also really enjoy the challenge of learning something new. I truly believe that that aspect of skating is kind of missing now. I feel like going to the skate park, for me, is kind of like going to the bar or going to the store to hang out with your friends. There's not a lot of drive, and you can see that with the lack of progression in skaters. I'll give you a really simple example. You guys probably all know someone who's been skating for 4 or 5 years, who's able-bodied, right? Not someone with a knee injury or a back injury. Someone who's been skating for that long, can't skate switch, can't do a tray flip, never done a handrail. And I'm not saying everyone has to risk their life, but I'm saying, how can you do any activity for that long, every single day, and submerge yourself in the culture and still be not that good at it? It's because a lot of these guys, for them, skateboarding is just some social activity. Whereas for me, it was a battle between me and myself. Can I land this trick? Or me and somebody else. Can I learn switch tray flip before my neighbor? Am I gonna be able to do that? There's a certain amount of like competition, and I think that's kind of why I really like competition style skateboarding. And I'm not saying everyone has to be competitive like that, but I do think that for me the point of skateboarding is to challenge yourself, and I think it teaches you a lot of discipline because it's not a team sport. There is no tutorial that will teach you how to do it. I mean, there are on YouTube, but you're the one that has to get out there and do the work. So I'm so critical on my new Instagram and TikTok and YouTube at Steve Hates Skating. I'm so critical of these new gen skaters because they don't seem to actually be progressing. I'm sure they're making tons of friends and tons of fun videos about birds, but they don't seem to be pushing each other and achieving anything. Maybe they're building strong friendships you know, they're doing their little hangout maneuver, but I feel like they could get all that done without the skateboard. Then again, anyone can do whatever they want on the skateboard, but the other frustrating part is I always say, you guys can't pretend there's no rules in skateboarding if all you guys are doing is following all of these little unwritten rules about how to dress and how to talk and reciting the same thing. Skateboarding's all about fun. It's all about having fun. Yeah, I'm sure, listen, you'd have a lot more fun if you got better, and you'd have a lot more confidence in yourself if you could prove to yourself that nothing's impossible. So we went on a little bit of a rant there, but I guess that's as close of an answer as I can give for what does skateboarding mean to me. Next question, would you ever do a street part with a filmer or just your yearly video? So if you guys don't know, I do a yearly video where I take all my park clips, which usually ends up being about 40 or 45 clips. I try to upload one clip every single Friday, and then some of them are failures, and then some of them are days like today where it's 109 degrees and humid outside. By the way, that's why I'm doing this with no shirt. If it was hot outside and my AC was working correctly, I'd probably try to do this in a more, like a less trashy way, you know? Guy grips his skateboard with his shirt off, but it's so hot out there, and it rained yesterday, so the humidity is seemingly causing my AC to not work that well. It's 82 degrees in my house. I have it set at 77, but the air conditioner currently cannot keep up. Would I ever film a part with another filmer? Well, the issue is that my main filmer, Gonzo, moved away and he's working on much bigger things. He works for like DreamWorks, Pixar. He was one of the animators for the most recent Kung Fu Panda. I'm very proud of everything that he's achieved. But the dynamic of, hey, let's think of 3 spots, you come pick me up, let's go there. I don't feel like I have the drive to do that anymore. Plus, I'm not lying to myself. I'm getting old. I'm not that good. Sorry, my hands are really dirty. Let me clean this up and then I'll continue that thought. I got shit all over my pants right now. Pause. I took a time machine from the future. The skateboard is done, and Jay Hunt requested I go for a blunt fakie. The only problem is my back is a little bit injured, so I'm gonna take the easy way out and use my hands, and hopefully we'll get this first try. Okay, second try. Here we go. Okay, let's take the time machine and go back to the setup video. Okay, just dusted my shorts off out the back door. So I know I'm not in skate shape the way I used to be. I do feel like it would be a fun challenge, but I don't have anyone that motivates me currently the way that Gonzo did, and trying to fake that or force that, I don't know if I can make it happen. And I'll agree with you, that's a little bit of a cop-out, you know, but also I'm really happy and content doing my weekly backyard videos, my weekly skate park videos. I try to come up with something challenging, and although I'm far out of my prime, I still am challenging myself to learn new tricks and relearn old tricks that I may have only done once or twice. So the odds of a street part for me are extremely low. I'm not saying impossible, because one day Gonzo came to town over a year ago and said, hey dude, I'm getting back into it. I'm gonna come out here every 2 or 3 months. Let's try and get 2 or 3 clips every time I come out. And I was like, dude, I'm down. But then we never talked about it again. So I would say the odds of that are, look, it's not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen. I wish. Or maybe I don't wish. You know, that would be a fast track to getting hurt for sure. Plus, these days, to make a good video part, I would need to buy yoga mats. I'm joking. Next question. Undead Zero says, is there a reason you haven't gotten any tattoos on your arms or visible places in general? That's actually a perfect question, considering that I'm doing this setup video with my shirt off. There is no reason at all, but couple things. I get weirdly hyped up when I see a cool tattoo and I say, hey, cool tattoos, man. And then they go, yeah, what do you know? You can kind of feel the vibe when you look like you have no tattoos. And then you say, oh yeah, like I'm from Las Vegas, I have this one, my whole back done, my legs. And they're like, oh shit. And you can kind of see this moment of, oh, I momentarily misjudged you. And I love that feeling. But no, there's no real reason. And I'm sure one day I will get some arm tattoos. I want to get some more Vegas style stuff and maybe some Golden Knights stuff and some more skateboarding related stuff on my arms. But one thing I definitely want to do for the arms, since there's so much wear and tear and sun, is when I eventually do my arms, I want to go big and bold. Some of my favorite tattoos, by the way, on my body are the ones that are big and bold and can be recognized from a long way away. Got the Misled Youth right there. I got this one on my back. I've always said we should maybe try to do like a tattoo tour, but that video has never materialized into anything. Maybe one day. You know what? I probably need more tattoos. I have some really cool tattoos that you guys don't often see in the YouTube videos versus the people that see me on Twitch, because pretty much all summer long for like 3 months I stream shirtless on Twitch, and then for the other 9 months I have a shirt on, or usually a hoodie, because I'm often trying to save money on my air conditioner. But no, there's no reason for the tattoos. They are going to be coming eventually, but also let's not forget, good tattoos are not cheap, and most cheap tattoos are not good. Anyways, we're about done with the setup here. I'll tighten up these bolts a little bit later. Check it out. Nice Revive skateboard. Shout out to Revive. They don't officially sponsor me or anything like that, but they are a group of skaters that I really get along with. I highly respect. I like the idea that someone can start a business in their basement and then go from that to hiring all their friends that also skate and then take care of their family. Everyone out there is super positive, and I know for me, my branding on YouTube is kind of to be like the bad guy or to be kind of negative, but to be honest with you guys, I'm actually not as negative as a lot of you guys would think when I'm playing a character on YouTube. Anyways, I answer a lot of the comments, especially lately. I've been trying to answer as many comments as possible. What's new with me? Well, again, we have Steve Hates Skating, the Instagram, the YouTube, and the TikTok. Speaking of answering people's questions and responding to comments, that's all I do on Instagram and TikTok. I go on there, I act stupid, I act sarcastic, I'm super negative, and the best part, bro, it's a genius idea. In my opinion, it may never work out, but I'm always trying to fish in new spots as far as social media to see what will bite. The new idea is I take the series Ninja Review, which is half positive, half negative. Sometimes it's all positive, sometimes it's all negative. I take those videos and I clip out little 5 and 10 second snippets where I'm being negative, and I put all those together to make a 1 minute negative video of a lot of videos like spliced together, and I throw that on Instagram, and I just wait for skateboarders to go, you can't say that, you shouldn't do that. And of course, since I haven't been relevant in a couple years, all these new skaters who are brand new to the sport, the new generations with the dress code and the goofy outfits and the weird language, like quit yapping, unk, all those guys have no idea that I've been doing skateboarding and YouTube and skateboard media for a really long time. So they sit there and they say, well, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't skate good. And I just say, you know what? Read the screen, click the link, go find out if I'm a good skater or a bad skater, and then make up your own mind. And what that does is it sends traffic from those media platforms to other media platforms. So if anyone was wondering what my master plan is, I don't keep my recipes a secret. I'm always really transparent with you guys, and I think so far it's working good. If you want to laugh, definitely check out Instagram, Steve Hates Skating, and TikTok, Steve Hates Skating, and just read the comments. You will not regret it. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video, which I believe is our 5th Ninja review of the week. So go check it out. As always, Kuna Matata, bitches.